Welcome to selfdiscoverymedia.com, where we discover the communities that are making a difference in the lives of others. Our self-discovery is something we are all making on our life's journey. Here you will find the people that will be your guidance, that will be your inspiration, that will be there for you in support on your journey of life. Do enjoy. Our next show is... Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sara's View of Life. I'm your host, Sara Troy, right here on selfdiscoverymedia.com. You probably hear a dog barking in the background. That dog is probably being grateful that it's outside, in the sunshine, in the freedom. Don't we all feel like that right now? I've managed to get out and do a few walks. We have a very broad for seafront there, many paths and many areas where you can space out. And it's been extremely nice being able to go for a walk, feel the sun and the sea air on your face, and it just feels like it rejuvenates you. But yes, there's a lot more out there that we're hearing. We're going to have to keep the social distancing up for longer. There may be a food crisis. Well, when you think about it, are we getting all the food from overseas that we normally get? Are the truckers being able to bring us the food? And are the pickers out there in the fields picking the food? Now, I am mostly a vegetarian. I love my veggies, and that might be one of the first things to be affected. I'm here on the island, Vancouver Island in BC, Canada, and hopefully our farmers can keep up and supply locally our stores. But who knows what's going to happen? They are talking about mid-May to the end of May, kind of lightening restrictions and people being able to kind of slowly get back out there and do a few things. But we don't know, because you see, all it takes is a few idiots that say, oh, I'm all right, I'm going back out there, I don't care about anyone else. And they can start the whole process all over again. It is quite common to have a second phase with these kind of viruses. It's when people get complacent. It's when people think they're okay, Jack, and that's okay. And it isn't okay, is it? We've sacrificed our time, our work, our socialization, our family. People have sacrificed their lives, so many dying alone, not even being able to do a funeral. That heartbreaking thing of not being able to say goodbye. Never mind our nurses and doctors just breaking down with the amount of people dying around them, unable to save them. They're exhausted. They don't know what else to do. They're short of equipment. And they can't probably go home and see their own family, because who knows if they've been infected. And we've lost so many of our nurses and doctors, and even some of our service workers, storekeepers, etc., to the virus, because they elected to stay there for us and they were not properly protected, or somebody was inconsiderate. And I know there's a lot of people out there that don't even know they have it. So that's why the social distancing is there. It's there to remind us of keeping our distance, washing our hands, washing our face, being considerate, going into stores wearing gloves and a mask, going home, throwing away the gloves or washing them, washing the mask, washing yourself, and making sure that you're not moving it onto another surface. This is what's required of us right now. And really, when you think about it, is it that much to ask? We're not in wartime. We haven't got the Nazis at the door trying to break the door down and bring us out or shoot us right on the spot. We haven't got bombs or drones over us, just bombing us. The faceless killer, the coward way of killing with drones. We haven't got bombs dropping down on us, just mass killing, and people just not being able to escape it at all. We are fighting an unseen virus until it's felt. And the only precautions we have is that distancing and is that sanitization. So let us be grateful for what we do have. I know that for some people this is very stressful. Look, I'm an asthmatic. I have fibromyalgia. It's quite high on the list there that I'm extremely vulnerable. But I have chosen to be due diligent, to be careful, to be cautious, but not to be afraid, because that's just going to cause my system to break down. It's going to cause my anxiety and my depression to increase, and that's just going to make me more vulnerable. So I make myself proactive. I am still working. I am still doing shows. I'm still bringing new solutions. We talk a lot about how we can get through the virus, what we can do to prepare for the other side. What does this virus mean to us on the bigger picture? And it's all about inspiring you and guiding you and supporting you and helping you through this, because this is what we're here to do, right? On any day, but especially through this time period. Every single thing in life has a reason. And the reason for this is the old shake it up, waking us up, to change it up, and to step it up. And this is what we're asked to do right now, not only in respect of other lives and the safety of our own life, but also in time of reflection. I've said it over and over again that for a long time the universe was going to deliver something to us that was going to unite us as a planet and have us re-look at life and our practices and change them. The planet is rejoicing right now without all these people on the road. Blue skies, clear skies, fresh air, animals coming out to play without the fear of being killed. And it's just wonderful to see, isn't it? It's absolutely wonderful to see. So we've got to remember, as a species, we don't own this planet, and this planet owes us nothing. It provides for all species on this beautiful planet called Earth. And we have got to be more mindful and respectful when we get back out there. So this is a good time to reflect your practices. Do you need as much as you have? Do you need to consume as much as you do? Do you need to be as busy as you make yourself, never having time to reflect or time to breathe or time to enjoy the simplicities of life, the silence of life, the stillness, the wisdom and the rustling of the trees and the basking in the sun and the water flapping at your feet, in the forest speaking to you? There are so many ways to listen and to learn. Are you listening? Are you learning? Are you paying attention? Are you being mindful of what you're going to change about your life when you get back out there? You're not going to be so wasteful. You're not going to be purchasing things, amassing and then wasted. You're going to be more mindful what you eat, how you eat. You're going to be a hell of a lot more grateful for the people who farm our food, who pick our food, who deliver our food, who sell us our food. Much, 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 much more gratitude for our heroes that are on the front there in the hospitals trying to keep us alive. You see, we have this false illusion that celebrities are the heroes. And those celebrities that are stepping up right now to do things to help people through this virus, be it money, be it events, be it contribution in any way, that is truly the true heroic actions that we need to see. We're seeing it with some wonderful companies and senators and governors and mayors who are stepping up to support their own arena, and companies that are supporting with their money or with aid. Uh, and then, of course, we have the profiteering companies, and there will always be those that will profit out of other people's misery. And let's put the spotlight on them and make sure that when this is all over, we go somewhere else to do our business, because we cannot condone that kind of work. I'm very, very grateful to be Canadian. Our Canadian government, although not perfect, has done a very good job so far in trying to keep us healthy. Now, nursing homes have been the worst hit. A massive amount of deaths in nursing homes with the elderly and also with the people who are the caregivers. And it is a clear review of what to do in the future and how to support our elderly in their homes, in the nursing homes in the future. You see, you can't know everything when you go into this, but as things happen, you become more aware of that system has to change. And that's what we're looking at right now. What systems have to change? Nursing homes have to change. Perhaps even our social distancing on a longer period, in the sense of not being so crowded, not so many people in a store, not so many people at any one place at any one time. Violence is down right now. Oh, theft is up. Yeah, because again, they're the profiteers that are going to steal while people are vulnerable. I remember my aunt, while her husband was dying in hospital, somebody from the hospital calling her boyfriend to say, okay, she's here with him dying, it's going to be a while, go and break into her house. And they did, and they stole everything. So not only she lost her husband, she went home and her house was ravaged. That heartbreak, that absolute loathsome disgust of people who would take advantage of other people. They have no souls, they have no heart, they have no conscience. And this is a time for consciousness, isn't it? It's a time for us to reflect on what we can contribute, what we can do for our fellow man, how we can help each other out. It's also a time of nurturing ourselves. I know there's a lot of people out there with some mental illnesses, physical illnesses. Hey, I'm one of them. And we do our best. And the thing is to be active. Don't sit there all day long watching the next COVID statement or the news or anything else. Look at the people that are putting up funny posters or sharing stories or putting out podcasts for you of, how to rise above this, or tools and skills on how to get through this, or just, some fun. So how about you do that and divert yourself away from the anxiety. If you eat, sleep, and drink this virus day in and day out, it will eat you up. So you may not get sick from the virus, but you will get sick from the byproduct of the virus, which is called stress and worry. And that is something you've bought into. Now, I know it's an underlying thing with me. My stomach is often telling me, and I have to calm down, calm down. We're safe, calm down. I probably would not stand a chance with the virus, being a bronchial asthmatic as I am. And you know what? As I said, I'm not inviting it. I'm not going anywhere to get it. If it should hit me out of the blue from somewhere obscure, then I'm going to have to deal with it, aren't I? But until it does, I'm not going to panic. I am just going to go about my life, be productive, be proactive, and be of service. Being of service is a wonderful way to manage your stress, manage your depression. Do something for someone else. It's a beautiful way of serving you, because if you're so good helping someone else go through what they're going through, so why don't you do that? Why don't you step up and do that? Because, hey, it feels good. It feels good to put a smile on someone's face. It feels good to lift someone up. It feels good to help someone, to make someone days. Maybe, on the balcony, calling out your neighbor. How are you doing, neighbor? Come out and talk. Phoning somebody you know that maybe is alone. If you are graphically inclined, posting things on the social medias. In this day and age, we have no excuse to say, I'm alone, all alone, because we have this device here and we can reach out to people. We have the thing called the phone. We can reach out to people. We go out to our balconies, or if you do want to go for a walk in a safe area, you can say hello to people as you go by, right? Arrange to meet friends and you're 6 feet apart shouting at each other. There's always a way, there's always a solution. And if you feed the solution, you are going to feel so much better about yourself and your immune system will rise. It's not complacency. Do everything sensibly. Common sense is the key here. But don't deny, don't isolate, don't give in to it, don't get absorbed by it. All right? Because being proactive is what's going to get us through it. Being supportive of others and being of service. So whichever way, small, big, who cares? Just do something that's going to make a difference to someone. I'm here not charging for my shows. I am a service business and I normally charge to do my interviews, and I'm not charging at the present moment to do my why shows, because I want to bring that knowledge to you, and I want to give people who are doing a service and support them right now, because this is what it's all about, all supporting each other. So folks, take a breath. Let's do it together. Breathe in. Breathe in again. And let it out. Anytime you feel too stressed, unclench the hands, take the deep breaths in, release. Make sure your body is in alignment, so your chakras are in alignment, and let it out. We are going to get through this. We are going to thrive because of this. This is an invitation for change, to do things better, to become better. Ask yourself, what can I do? And start implementing it. Being proactive will get you through this, so don't stress out. Please listen to the shows, selfdiscoverymedia.com/shows, and you'll see all the different genres there. All the April shows are right there on air right now. And these are people that are still in service to you. They're here to share their wisdom and their knowledge. But if you don't want to hear anything about the virus at all, although we do not dwell on it, we just talk about the solutions and what it means, there are 2,500 other shows up there, and all different genres and all different topics. Just like a library, go through them and find something that's going to be your cup of tea. Put your feet up, your tea, your coffee, your glass of wine, and absorb. Okay? Catch you later, folks. Don't forget, common sense does prevail, and it does help us get through this. Just take a breath. You're not alone. Bye for now. We hope you enjoyed the show. We look forward to bringing you more shows. Please go to selfdiscoverymedia.com/shows, and you will see the incredible lineup of genres and shows that we have for you. We are here to make a difference in your life. Thank you for listening.